Hello, Jasmine here from LVL UP Consulting with this week's project management tip of the week. And this week's tip is how to do successful project testing. And this is arguably one of the most important phases of a project. Yes, go live and transition, that's very important as well and very exciting. But testing is where you find all of the bugs, you iron out all of the creases before you go to that very important user testing or pilot stage of a project. And there are some things that I like to make sure are set up to ensure that it is quite a swift process rather than being prolonged and getting bogged down. So the very first thing that I ensure is a very comprehensive test plan. And it should have all of the scenarios listed, it should have many eyes over it, it should ideally have sign off before you start testing. And it should have lots of contributors to it. The more test cases you can have, the better, so that you can make sure things aren't being tested for the first time in the production environment. The second thing, which I think is extremely important, is transparency. So whether it is a vendor or a dedicated tester doing the testing, there should be full transparency at any given time, whether that's through a log or through regular meetings. Everyone who's involved or has a stake in that testing should be aware of what is happening, when is it happening, and what were the results of that testing. Which takes me to the third component, which is to have very effective defect management cadence in place. And what do I mean by that? I mean having logs, again, that everybody can access, having meetings, having notes and actions for how issues are going to be resolved, and making sure everybody is involved and has, again, transparency and visibility of what is happening. That is how you ensure there are lots of heads together, making sure that this issue gets resolved. So test plan, transparency, and very effective defect management. And that will make sure that by the time you do sign off on testing, as a team, you're feeling very confident that what you've got taking into production is a very high quality product or system or integration. That is my tip for today. If you have any tips on testing, please feel welcome to comment below. If not, the team and I will see you next week.